Hi guys. I am posting. I am 2 weeks into recovery from surgery. Yeah, I'm in my chair. I'm doing this because I know there's a few people that couldn't or don't have Facebook, so they weren't able to get like the updates and stuff from Crystal. Thank you, Crystal, for doing that. But so I had surgery on April 24th. I had gastric bypass, RNY for short, for those within the medical field. I was supposed to get out of the hospital on the 25th, but I ended up having to stay till the 26th, which actually worked out because my son had a field trip on the 26th and I couldn't be left home alone. So my mom and husband both went to the field trip, and then right after the field trip, they came and picked me up from the hospital. I was in a lot of pain in the hospital. I honestly did not expect the amount of pain that I had. I think partially was, and they're still in, they're supposed to come out on Thursday. I actually had staples for my incision, and they also put a drainage tube in. I'm not exactly sure why they use staples or put a drainage tube in, but that has been my biggest source of pain with everything. I'm just kind of relaxing right now, but I have energy burst. Basically, and a rabbit. Basically, right now, I'm only taking in like 160 calories a day. Other than that, I am just drinking like water and Powerade Zero or Gatorade Zero and stuff like that. I can have like sugar-free popsicles, which have a few calories in them, but they're not a whole lot. So I don't have like a huge amount of energy. I was doing good, and then Saturday I wound up in the ER with a UTI. It may seem like going to the ER for a UTI is a bit much, but when I called the bariatrics line, they said for a UTI or like anything, at this point, since I was within a little over a week past surgery, anything I needed to go to the ER if it was something was off. So I went into the ER. My mother-in-law and I were there for I think 4 hours, 5 hours maybe. When I got there, I checked in. They took me straight back to a room. Had me do urine samples before I even got into the bed. Then the nurse came in, and when the nurse came in, the hospital that we go to is a teaching hospital. So a student came in, and then the attending doctor came in, and they decided to run a CT, but they had to check with the bariatrics department first. So they came in. They checked my incision site, said they were good. Sorry, guys, I have not the burps, the hiccups. And then they did a CT. The CT didn't show any kidney stones because that was their biggest concern. If it was a kidney stone, I would have had to have been readmitted. But luckily, it was just a UTI, so they gave me 2 bags of fluids and then a round of antibiotics in the ER, and then sent me home. And I've been feeling pretty good since then. I just have had not as much energy, which is to be expected. And I was told that from the start from my friend who's gone through this. But then yesterday, when my doctor's assistant called, apparently the CT scan showed that on my left lung, there was a minor partial collapse at the bottom of the lung. It's not enough to be concerned about, but it could get into something, so I have to do like deep breathing exercises now to try to reinflate it, but it would also explain, sorry, my shirt's pulling on one of the staples. It would also explain why I get winded so easily, like talking and stuff, and when I get up and walk around. So I can take deep breaths, but they hurt. So that's kind of an update with me. Like I said, this week, hopefully I get my staples out on Thursday. And also on Thursday, I get to go on to the soft food diet, which doesn't sound... It's one of those things where it's like I can't wait to get onto the soft food diet, because I'm getting to the point where like the shakes are to keep us going, and I really do not care for the protein shakes. They just don't taste good. But in the pureed state, I have to basically like puree to baby food consistency like meat. And there's a whole bunch, there's a small list of stuff I can have. So my husband's going to go shopping tomorrow to get some of the stuff on it. And I am so excited because I can have cottage cheese, which I love cottage cheese. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, it doesn't, like right now, my face, obviously the position I'm in doesn't look like I've lost anything. According to the scale, I have lost 20 pounds since surgery. And I have lost, how much? I'm trying to think. Or I should say the day after surgery they weighed me. So I've lost 20 pounds since the day after surgery till this morning. I lost about 10 pounds in the pre-op diet. And I lost about 10 pounds before. So I'm about 45 pounds already down. Somewhere in there. So it's seeing that, but then also like my body's still swollen from the surgery. I still have pain from where the staples are, and I cannot wait till those come out. Problem with those is like if you get in certain positions, they start to pull, and that's what hurts. And you can only take small drinks at a time, and I have to remember that. Those are sometimes I'll take a big gulp, and you'll feel it. When they did the CT scan, they were able to see the two stomachs. Yes, I have two stomachs now. I have basically what they did is they cut the top of my smaller stomach is actually the top of my stomach, and then they connect it to a piece of my small intestines further down, and then they leave the other stomach still attached and just close it off. And it's still attached to my digestive system, so that part of my stomach is still creating like the digestive juices and such, and then it dumps them into my intestines, and then when I eat stuff, it basically goes into like a holding, almost like pouch, and it stays there for about 15 minutes to a half an hour, and then it'll get like dumped into my intestines where the digestive juices are waiting for it. So, and the only other thing that has been a big issue is, I don't remember if I posted this earlier or not. Earlier this year, I had that tailbone cyst, and while the cyst hasn't come back, where the scar tissue is from it, that has been incredibly sore. Like getting into positions is just, it's annoying. So like right now, I would love to be sitting upright, but I had been doing that for a little bit earlier today, so my tailbone is sore. So now I have to pretty much lay it down. I can get up and do certain things. I still can't bend over. I'm still on a weight restriction, lift restriction. Currently, I still have to have somebody with me 24/7. So it's a big process, and I mean, I know at the end game, it'll be worth it. Coming home from the hospital, when I was at the hospital, I mean, I literally, at one point was bawling, saying, why did I do this? I was having instant regrets from all the pain and everything, and I mean, I'm still having pain, but I haven't really been taking my pain pills. I'm just at the point where I'm bored. I'm bored of sitting home. I can't really do much at home because I can't really lift anything, but I'm trying to do as best as I can right now. I got stuff coming up with the kids' school, so I'm hoping I have energy for that. But yeah, so so I was just giving a little update. Oh, and I forgot. Theme of the week. What is going on with that? So, 4 days before surgery, I went to turn on my computer to get all my theme of the weeks done. I had all the pictures picked out. I had everything done. I just needed to get into the editing software and do it all. My computer will not turn on. Well, it'll turn on, make a noise, and then the caps lock keeps flashing. So when my husband gets time, he's going to try to see if he can figure out what's going on with it. So that is why there has not been any theme of the weeks, because I couldn't get them done. There's a few. I hope he can do something with my computer, because I had uploaded some footage from my camera card, and I think I deleted it off the card, for some videos that are going to be missing. I think I did videos up until the end of June, so there's somewhere in June. Hopefully the computer will be fixed by then. But I'm giving myself these 6, I believe I did 6 weeks worth of stuff to give myself time to recuperate. I'm going to need that. I've got stuff coming up once the kids get out of school. So I need time for myself, and I need time to focus on healing. And it's going to be a long road. It's not going to be an easy road. I already know that. And it's going to be a lot of trial and error. And I do have a good support system. Like I said, I have a friend who I've, throughout the school year, gotten closer to. I met her through my kids' school. And she actually had a, I can't even think what it's called now. She had a gastric sleeve done a few years ago, and then she had it converted to bypass earlier this year. So she's been through all this. Anytime I've had questions, I can just shoot her a text. I can call her. She's been a great resource. And even she's been a great resource, I mean, just for my family as a whole. So, I mean, she's been a great friend. So, like I said, I'm just trying to give you guys this update. So, for those that didn't have Facebook, and I really haven't been posting on Facebook, I've posted on my personal Facebook, but that's about it. So, I hope everybody has a great day, and I might do another one of these update videos in another couple weeks, kind of depending upon how I'm feeling. So, see you later. Bye.